Hi fellows, in this video I'm gonna install a steering wheel control Connects2 adapter in my Civic. Let's get started. I'm gonna start by undoing this panel and then the 3 screws that's keeping the head unit in place. And now the screen should come out very easily. If you're trying to install your new screen as well in the same time as your Connect2, check out my screen installation video in the top right corner, in which you will see how to remove the old radio. Now I'm gonna remove the old 16-pin adapter plug just because the Connect2 kit comes with its own. So I'm gonna unplug this. And I'm gonna take out the antenna from here. And also the plug for steering controls, which is this one. Now that I have the original 16-pin plug out, I'm gonna salvage the radio antenna and this steering wheel control plug, and I will keep in mind the position of those wires in the plug. This is the Connect2 device and those are the wiring looms that are coming with it. And because on this wiring loom there is no 16-pin plug, I had to buy this adapter separately to go in there. And as you can see, this wiring loom comes with a steering wheel control plug as well, but trust me, I've tried. This does not work, or not as it's intended to do, at least on my car. But I have a fix for that. So I'm gonna start assembling everything in here and then I'm gonna get back in the car and just plug it all in. So I'm gonna start with the easy one. My adapter plugs in right here. This plug connects into the device. It has actually 2 ports, but there are different sizes, so I won't be able to mess this up. This one goes in the other end. Those 2 wires, they don't do anything in my car, so I'm just gonna zip tie them right here. Now I'm gonna bring the salvage parts from the old 16-pin adapter, and that's the radio antenna, which I need to connect to the same wire on the position where this was on the old plug. And I found that is this wire for me, so I made a little space where I can connect it. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so that's all done there. Now I'm gonna connect together the wires for the steering wheel control plug, which normally will be only this one, but because this one won't work properly, I'm gonna connect to those wires the steering wheel plug I've took off the 16-pin plug old adapter. So I'm gonna start connecting together the grounds, and this brown cable is just an extension I've made from the main ground, just to have a bit more length to this cable. Next, I'm gonna connect together the cables that are labeled key 2 and key 2, and also I'm gonna connect with them this orange cable from the plug. And if you wonder which wire I should connect here from my plug, well, that's why I said earlier in the video that I need to keep in mind the position I took off these wires from the old 16-pin plug, because that position should be the same as here. So this is how I know this orange wire goes to the key 2 wire. So now I'm gonna plug in the remaining cables, which are key 1, and then this cable from my plug. Okay, that's all done, and I want to specify if this plug I've added here is not connected, it's not gonna affect the system in any way. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in the car and plug it all in. So I'm gonna start with the main plug right there, radio antenna, and this one right here. Those 2 green plugs are for the clock screen, so I'm gonna plug them in as well. Now the main head unit plug. Only thing that is left now are the steering wheel control plugs, and I'm gonna plug in the original one that came with the Connect2 device. And as you can see, the clock screen turned right on. I'm gonna use those steering wheel buttons to adjust the date and time. The way you do this, you keep press on this button mode, and then that will start flashing. You can go through the different settings by pressing volume, and then if you wanna change anything, you press channel down or up like that. And when you're done, you keep pressing mode again, and it's all set. But when it comes for steering wheel control for volume or any other of those buttons, as you can see, I cannot use them. They don't work here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the screen off again and swap the original plug that Connects2 came with to the plug I've made. Okay, so I'm just gonna disconnect this one and plug in this one now. Now let's see what we've done. We have the clock screen with the right time and date. Now let's see if our steering wheel control works. So when I press that, you see I can set them up now. I'll put on mute, I'll put this button, and that will do for now. See, the volume up and down works properly, and I can mute it from here. The only thing is I cannot change the date and time on the screen without swapping those plugs again. So that's one drawback, but I can live with that. As you will hear in a second, my radio antenna works just fine. I see where I'm directing the air coming out of the vents and the temperature. Also, I've made a hole in my glove box right there and brought out the USB ports. This one with yellow, it's multimedia and charging. This one is just charging. My SIM card slot. Ain't pretty, but it does the job. So this is how I've managed to install the Connects2 in my Civic. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. Also leave a comment down below to say if what I've done is even worth it. And stay tuned on the channel because the reverse camera installation is coming soon. Bye for now.